It's time now for a look at least in local sports and sports with schools closed and no sporting events taking place. Again, Tuesday was supposed to be homecoming night at the Benny Ratliff Arena as the annual crowning of the king in his court was to take place, but still no new date as when that will take place. Again, that's the only home game left is that makeup game with Perry. The rest of the schedule is the road games up until the region schedule. Again, the next scheduled basketball game on the road is Thursday, the 24th at New Hampstead. Friday, the teams are in Baxley. And not sure if those games are going to take place or not, all depending on how school is in session or not in session the remainder of the week. Several players of Major League Baseball got the call that they've been selected to induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Ichiro Suzuki becomes the first Japanese-born player selected into the Hall of Fame. He'll be joined in the 2025 class by pitcher CC Sabathia and closer Billy Wagner. Suzuki received all but one vote, 393 out of 394 votes in the balloting. Players falling short: Carlos Beltran and former Braves Andrew Jones. You have to receive 75% of the votes. Beltran appeared on 73% of the ballots. Jones 66%. Players associated with PEDs, Alex Rodriguez and Manny Ramirez, only received around 33% of the vote in yesterday's balloting. Now that Ohio State has won the national championship, the final top 25 poll was released Tuesday. Ohio State, your number one team, national champions, Notre Dame 2, Oregon Ducks come in at 3, Texas 4, Penn State 5. Georgia just misses out and being in the top 5 team. They come in at number 6 in the year 2025. Arizona State 7th, Boise State 8th, Tennessee 9th, and Indiana rounds out the top 10. Alabama finished 17th, South Carolina 19th, Ole Miss in at number 11, and Missouri at 22. In Athens, the offseason big story for Georgia football team is what is the status of offense coordinator Mike Bobo. Buck Bellew, who has a talk radio show in Atlanta and a former Georgia national championship quarterback back in 1980, says that he's heard that Bobo will be stepping down due to health reasons, but Bobo came out shortly after that report to deny the report, saying he has no plans to step down and that his health is fine. Kirby Smart has the final decision, and to say Bobo's seat is in the hot seat in Athens is an understatement. It took a poll about 80 to 85% of the fans in Georgia want to see a change in offense coordinator, but only time will tell. Bobo, one of Kirby's best friends, they played together at Georgia. Their wives are close friends. They vacationed together. Again, that's the $64,000 question in the offseason for Georgia football, though. Will Kirby make a change in coordinators and put Mike Bobo in a different role, or release him altogether, or stay status quo and bring Mike Bobo back and try to improve that offensive line? Georgia finished 14th out of 16 teams in the SEC in rushing. That was the big issue this year. Georgia simply couldn't run the ball, only averaged 120 yards per game on the ground. NFL and AFC championship games are set for this Sunday. Only 4 teams remain with a shot at this year's Super Bowl trophy. Super Bowl is set for Sunday, February 9th in New Orleans. Over the weekend, Kansas City moved one step closer to winning a third straight Super Bowl. They host Buffalo this Sunday in the AFC title game. They defeated Houston over the weekend 23-14. Buffalo downed Baltimore 27-25 as Baltimore dropped a 2-point conversion. The NFC title game will be between Washington and Philadelphia. Eagles defeated the Rams 28-22, while Washington upset the Detroit Lions 45-31. So your lineup for Sunday is set. Again, the NFC title game will be the first game on Sunday. It gets underway at 3 p.m. Again, it's Philadelphia hosting the Washington Commanders. Then the AFC title game in Kansas City at 6:30 between the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Once again, the winners head to New Orleans for this year's Super Bowl. Sunday, February 9th. Kickoff that day will be Sunday at 6:30. That's going to do it for latest in local sports.